South Pasadena has gotten rid of all their police gas-powered cars and replaced them with Model Ys and Model 3s. This California city is the first to switch to an all-EV police fleet, and altogether the program will cost about $1.85 million. Cost per mile is half of what the cop cars would run, and it leads to an average annual savings of about $4,000 per car. Hi, I'm David with EV World News. I'm proud to say that Mike Herzog is back with us today. He's been traveling for a couple of weeks and he's back for today. We're going to talk a little bit about South Pasadena, California. South Pasadena has gotten rid of all their police gas-powered cars and replaced them with Model Ys and Model 3s. This California city is the first to switch to an all-EV police fleet. And they actually give some stats. So they're going to use Model Ys as patrol vehicles and Model 3s for detective and other spots in the police department. So they bought 10 of each, and they give some financial numbers on this, which I thought was interesting. But we'll get to this in a minute. Both types are customized for police use, and altogether the program, which includes the installation of EV chargers at the City Hall, will cost about $1.85 million. More than half of the total costs have been covered by local energy providers and green initiative organizations. Well, that's kind of cool. The cost per mile is half of what the cop cars would run, and it leads to an average annual savings of about $4,000 per car. Was surprised that it was, I always figured police cars were pretty cheap because they're bought for these fleets and they're in big numbers. That was not the case. Several automakers have offered up their EVs in police specs. Ford has a Pro SSV trim of the F-150 Lightning pickup, and Chevrolet has a PPV version of its Blazer SS electric sport utility. I don't know if I'd wanted the Blazer with all of the problems it had. Hopefully they have ironed those out for the police department. You don't want 17 separate problems going on like the initial one magazine had with that. This is the Ford F-150 Lightning setup as a so I noticed they both have the bumper guards on the front here.
It's cool. I mean, yeah, it's got an 80s feel to it because it's so big and honking, and I love it. I'd love to see that. And I'm sure the officers would love to drive that thing too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, now I used to be a deputy sheriff in Tennessee. I'm going to tell you, we all had lead foot, okay? Those Caprice Classics that we had could get up and go, or the, I'm trying to remember what the Ford was we used to drive, the Crown Victoria. Back then in the 90s, they were all about 220 horsepower, and they could get up and go. And I know they had special brakes, and there was a lot of things because one of the big problems you have in the law enforcement, more cops are injured or die from car accidents than from stuff involving suspects.
I mean, that's just a factor if you are on the road all day long.
It's a driving intensive job.
I don't mind seeing cops do that. I think that's a perk of the job. Like, go drive real fast on the road. I don't care. Put your flashers on and go through the light. I mean, that's part of the job. Go have fun. Like you're out there doing that. But converting that type of fleet to electric, I know when we've done fuel evaluations in other places, there's so much idling, and just reducing that idling time where you're sitting in your cruiser, and then I'm not even talking like on a stakeout, or something. No, you're in your car all day, and what it is, and you keep the car running and you keep it idling and it's ready to go. So just the amount of fuel and cost you're saving on not having that car sitting idling for 8 hours a day. I'm sure they made the case for it and put the numbers in there, but there's big efficiency to gain for sure.
They're also designed not to run over pedestrians and a few other things. I will say that the article that I had chosen to show did not show the cost of the actual vehicle. So a Ford Explorer Pursuit vehicle designed for police use runs about $79,000 fully configured, which is way more than it costs for a regular Explorer, but it's got the bigger engine, the bigger brakes, a lot of other things. The Tesla Model Y is $95,000.
Fully configured.
Yeah, fully configured. That's what Pasadena paid for these, for the Model Ys. I didn't see statistics on what the Model 3s cost for police use. It would have been a little cheaper, but probably not more than, say, $10,000, because a lot of that has to do with they have all the radio systems and the computer systems in there. So there's a lot of stuff in there that you don't have in a normal car. So, you have the big screen on there, but you also have generally a laptop set up and a few other things that are set up in the car that are much more expensive. But so they were $16,000 more than the Explorer, $4,000 a year less, but they're expected to last for years longer. Because normally you pull one of these out of the fleet of an Explorer, you'd pull it out after about 5 years out of the fleet. And they're going to be able to run these a lot longer because the EVs just have a longer lifespan. So that's a plus for them too. But anyways, that's pretty much all I had today. I thought the police thing would be kind of cool to.
That's cool. I like to see that because it's somebody proved the numbers out, and that's a path forward to more people doing that. If we crunch the numbers, it actually makes sense financially for us to do this, and they're a safer vehicle.
Good luck trying to outrun one of these.
Unless you're in one, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to outrun one. So I thought that was kind of a cool thing to end with today.
Hi, I'm David with EV World News. If you like this video, then please press the like button. If you like the content and would like to see more videos on electric vehicles, then please hit the subscribe button. If you have some feedback for us, please let us know in the comments. Have a great day.